Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Science and Beyond. I hope everyone's having a fabulous day. I know it's hard right now. I know we finally get out of COVID, basically, and everybody's like, "All right," and then some other crap's got to happen. I don't know. Maybe Earth is paying karma. I don't know what's exactly going on right now, but just be cool. Things will eventually straighten out, and we'll all have nice, warm, lovable, happy lives again. I mean, for the most part, I'm pretty happy. I shouldn't say anything. Tonight's guests are going to be John and Emily Goodwin. Y'all should know John, and you should be familiar with him. Now, we're going to be talking about a couple things, but first, we've got to all wish John happy birthday. He just made 36 today, so he's just a little young pup. Mm-hmm. I know. I mean, he's power couple over there, and it makes that makes Emily a cougar. Y'all know that, right? So just in case y'all didn't know.
That's right.
Well,
So
thank you.
just wishing, but them birthdays, I think I'm knocking them off. I think this is going to be my last one. When it's not going to have anymore. Besides, if I move to Mars, I'll only be half as old as I am today. Oh, wait, no, I'll be twice as old as I am today. No, I'll be half as old. Okay, I'm getting confused because of how long it takes to go around. If you go live out by Jupiter, it's one orbit every 276 years. So look, when you're one, you'll be 276 years old. Live in peace. So I know both of y'all. I can see by Emily's face that they're already getting wound up for volume 38, which I've been looking at the cover. Actually, hold on, let me show everybody the cover while I'm thinking about it. Let me grab it up here and be nice. Let's see if it'll let me share it like it should be. Okay, nope, that ain't gonna do that. No, there it is. And there you go. Oh, I don't like the way it looks. Let's see if we can make it bigger. Bam. Okay, there y'all go, guys. Oh, look, we look good over here on the side when it's bigger. I like this cover. So this is our theme here. See, this just scares me of what this game is going to look like when I see this big elephant up here. Let's see, a big elephant with a spaceman walking next to it. I can just imagine what's going on in Emily's head.
It's a mammoth.
I know. It's a pretty mammoth, too. Look, all sweet. Got his little partner next to it, having a good jaunt through to wherever the hell it's at. I'm not sure. I see rocket ships behind it. It looks to be like a swamp over there. I don't know. There's a lot of going on in there. It's cool. I picked it up. I had seen when y'all invited me. I was working all week, but I already got it posted in a couple of places now. But y'all can see it, guys. It's going to be up here for a few minutes with us. I got it on full screen so I can see it better. And anybody who's watching, what the hell's the Church of Mavis doing up there? But anybody who's watching us anywhere else, you can just click the right bottom corner and boom, everything goes into full screen so you can see it. And that way you can see our lovely faces better when we have things on the screen like this. Actually, let me bring it back down so I can see what I was actually doing. Yeah, there we go. Of course.
What's cool about this book too is it's got a story from Frank Herbert in there. One, it's got the last essay he wrote, which is on his deathbed. He wrote that for Writers of the Future. And he really talks about paying it forward and help, just like your help, make sure you help another as, as writers. But he also, it's a story that he wrote that never got published while he was alive. And it was recently found, Brian Herbert, his son, and Kevin Anderson published it. But now it's virtually a brand new story of Frank Herbert's. And then there's a really cool essay in here by L. Ron Hubbard. This was written in 1936. And it's called Booze and Taboos. And he's talking about there how, you need to break the molds. And one of the things he said, we got to be done with these stereotypical women that are like, they have to go, ooh, ah. He's talking about, you need some like real strong women there. Like, who next door to me here.
That's right. I was getting ready to say, I don't know any of them little wimpy women. All the ones I know are like, whew.
Yeah, but like Countess Crack in Mission Earth, she's serious. She's a serious, strong character.
There's a lot in literature now.
Yeah. But that was in 1936 when that was just like, it was a taboo to do that. Yes. And he was lobbying, we need to have strong women characters.
Well, we do. And there's a lot of good ones coming out these days. I mean, I see a lot of good roles going on. See, it's a little better in this one. This was, I was looking at the one was off that was off of Galaxy Press, the one we were just looking at. This is off of where are we at? writersofthefuture.com. And I got one from another one I'll post in a minute. But see, there it is, guys. All I could tell you is I might be able to bribe John or Emily, let y'all come out and hang out at the gala. I don't know how that works. I don't know if y'all can. So wait, so y'all completely, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but y'all completely done. No more submissions. Everybody's been submitted. Everybody's in the book, right? I mean, yep. Nobody, no surprises.
Well, everybody's in the book for Vol 38, but 39 is is going right now, so anybody can submit anytime right now and get into the next volume.
Yeah, the results of the first quarter for volume 39 will be announced in about a week and a half or so.
That's right, Jesse. I'm going to win in volume 40, just so you know ahead of time. That's just so you know. I'm predicting it now. Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry. So I can't wait to see some of these stories in here. Y'all know we've been giving away quite a few books over the last couple of weeks, and actually we're out except for the 3 I kept for myself. And I said that on the air about a month ago, and I started getting emails. What do you want for the book? I said you can go to Galaxy Press and buy one. And I'm like, just go. I said, you're offering me money for this one, but you can just go to Galaxy Press and buy one. Just type it in and go, people. I'm like, Lord have mercy. No, they just thinking I'm going to give them a deal or feel bad. It's no, those are mine. Y'all can get over it already.
They want you to cover the shipping.
Yes, I guess right now that's probably a thing too. I didn't think about that, but that probably is really a thing. So I like all the, we got all kind of names in the front of this cover. Huh? Look at them go there. I guess I can't ask who the winner is, huh?
And we just won't tell you.
You see how they treat me, man. They just treat me wrong, make me wait and stuff. Yeah, the way to do the reveals, way to do everything is actually quite fun. And I know everybody last year had a great time. Everybody I talked to really, and I talked to just like 2/3 of the people there, at least 2/3, and everybody was having a good time. Everybody seemed to be into it. A lot of people were nervous, but what else can you expect? And but they all knew they were winners. That's one thing. I mean, you got there.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see that little bit of relaxation in everybody's faces. And by the way, guys, whether y'all know the judges' names or not, all the judges I talked to were fabulous. They went out of their way not just to accommodate me, but to accommodate all the different winners that were there. I still can't get over that, by the way. I've been to a lot of conferences, a lot of different things, a lot of different award ceremonies. Just usually there's a little more hanky panky going on. I mean, not in the way that didn't come out right. I'm sorry. A little bit more mysterious stuff behind the field and the back going on. And here there wasn't, by the way. I had a good time, and everybody I talked to was having a good time, even though they worked the hell out of them people. I want to warn you winners ahead of time. Okay, I shouldn't tell y'all this, but they're going to work y'all when you get there. But it's going to be a work that when I asked the winners about this, all of them said the same thing. They learned so much. Almost everybody said they learned more in those 4 or 5 days than they did pretty much since they started writing or doing artwork. Personally, I was watching one of the artists. I learned more about art in 2 hours than I did in 45 years, man. That's sad on my part. But now I know how to shadow. I know how to do all kinds of stuff I didn't know I could do. It's like, look at this. It's a lot of fun and it's a lot of work, but I would tell everyone to submit. And again, and I know I've been saying this for a couple of years now, it's free. What's that commercial? It's free. It's free. Oh yeah, how much it costs? It's free. But what happens if no, it's free. It's free. Yeah. It's free. It's and it's blind judge. So it's free and it's blind judge. So you're going to be judged on your story and nothing else.
That's right.
What do you mean he's John and Emily judges? I don't think so. Y'all aren't judges.
No,
I didn't think
we don't find out who the winning stories are till after the judges have gone through them. And
I know the power couple, and I still can't get the secrets. It's just sad. I know who I got to talk to, but she's gonna be hard to crack. I'm not saying that, people. Shh. I know who the woman you got to talk to is over there now, but I know y'all have a blast. I know Emily's got to be wore out because I seen her all last year. She was nonstop the entire time I seen her. It was just, and then she would sit and everybody would like hover around and harass her for a little while, and then she'd disappear again.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah, it's just, but it was how it was. And I mean, everybody was nice and everybody was polite conversations and a lot of interesting stuff was being said about a lot of different things. And all I can tell you, people, if you happen to be around, you're gonna learn a lot of stuff that you just wouldn't normally learn because it's just people talking about other things that you'd be interested in. I did anyway.
Yeah, but one thing that's good. What's good about this too is that everybody's gonna be able to watch the actual event as it's live, as it's happening. So, and that's one of the things that we're gonna be working together with too, and how to get it so the video is actually going, on your, to your.
Yes, I want to run all 8 feeds this year and the SoundCloud feed. So they might be a little tricky, but I think it's definitely doable.
Yeah, if we plan for it, last year you didn't know what you're coming into. Now you've got a feel for what it is. Now we can actually plan ahead and do this thing here because it's, like I said, our keynote speaker this year, which is awesome, is Lieutenant General John Thompson, U.S. Air Force, and he just retired in August of 2021. He was, well, you're the one that originally met him.
Yeah, I mean, he was basically, when we met him, he was the commander of the Space and Missile Systems Center for the U.S. Air Force. They ran all the GPS and all the acquisitions. And then when the Space Force broke out, he was basically in charge of helping to set up the Space Force. And the Los Angeles Air Force Base became Space Systems Command, which he helped set up and get that all organized up. And then he just retired a few months ago. And
so we're totally honored that he's going to be our keynote speaker.
I know, huh? It ought to be great. I'm sorry, guys, my chihuahuas are loose tonight. I have to apologize ahead of time. And they're 50 pounds each. No, I'm sorry. I think between the two of them, they're like, I don't know, 11 pounds. The big one is like 8 pounds. The little one's like 4.5 pounds, and she's the mean one. So just so y'all know. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going there. Now he's going to be interesting just to listen to speak.
Oh yeah.
I know. Last year the gala was really nice. Everything was well put together. I know all the classes that I got a chance to sit in. I really enjoyed personally, and I sat in quite a few of them actually. That's what I started doing towards the end. I just sat in them so I could round up everybody I needed to do interviews with.
Yeah.
That way. And but I had a lot of fun. And guys, again, if you think you have any talent in any kind of artwork or a writer of anything, as long as you're not published making money, submit. And what's the worst that can happen? They tell you not. And I say this because I wish I would have known this when I was 30, because I'd have probably just started submitting, and eventually maybe one day I would have learned how to write. So you're never too old, because some of the people in there were my age that had won. So I was actually quite surprised about that. And I know other people had submitted in, and yes, some people get lucky, like one or two might get lucky and win first time, but most everybody I talk to is, 14, 15, 16, 17 times. And we're not talking years, guys, because you can submit 4 times a year. So, I mean, I don't know if they were actually submitting, but most of the people I talked to were trying to submit, at least 3 or 4 times a year. And then, boom, they got it.
Yeah.
And besides, practice makes perfect.
Like John said, it's a blind judge contest. So if you're worried about like someone seeing your story and not liking it, it doesn't matter, because the names come off. You just get assigned a number, and then that goes to the judges. So they don't know who it is. And we do it that way also, so there's no bias or cheating or, hey, Orson Scott Card, I'm sending in a story about blah and blah, so judge mine, whatever. It's all very, it's really blind judge, so that's just based on merit alone.
And because we got interviews from all over the world, we've got 10 different countries represented in this volume.
And I think as long as we keep spreading it out there around the world, I think you're going to get more and more.
And so people just, when you're listening to this thing here, there's nothing that says you have to be a certain nationality in order to win. It's got to be a good story, a really good story. Mm-hmm. So, or art, so like I said, we've got 10 different countries represented with winners in it this year. So that's pretty, we've never had that many before. So I think a lot of it has to do with what we're doing right now with you, Joe, on your radio shows that we've done.
Yeah. Well,
they submit.
Yeah. Well, and we do, we go to a lot of countries these days, and there's a lot, and we say, and I think, people, especially in countries that are not as well as the United States, I think they might want to submit more. It's an escape for them to write. Just like it is for a lot of nerds and geeks in our country. Nerds and geeks, I'm not picking on y'all because y'all rule the world today. But anyway, we're going to move on from that. But really and truly, I mean, it's a way to escape. I got into sci-fi at a young age to escape. A lot of people write it. Thank God some of them wrote. If it was up to me, there wouldn't be any. I mean, I love sci-fi, but I can't get it on paper. I can't get it on a damn computer, much less paper. It's
Yeah, and one thing too is that we have the forum on writersofthefuture.com. So if somebody's writing and needs help on how to, if they got questions, because if their English is a second language, they might need some help on grammar or composition. We got people on the forum that are totally willing to help you, and it's a free thing.
It is a free thing, and I met some of the people who work over there, and I got to say they're pretty cool. But I'm gonna be honest about this, and as polite as I can about it. You can ask anything you want. Don't be a butthead, and don't waste people's time. Some things you can learn. But if you get stuck on something, or you need some advice on something, that's the place to go. But don't just go over there to chit chat, because that's not going to happen. Yeah. And it's just not. You'll learn, but go and check it out. It's a great place. Like I said, I met one of the moderators. He's a blast. I had a blast talking to him the whole time I was there. I just hit it off with some of the judges and some of the other people really well. But I can tell you guys, I met a lot of the people involved, and I'm quite impressed with them all. And come on, y'all been listening to me for almost 25 years on the radio. You know I'm not impressed easily about anything. I mean, I spent the whole year hating on an orange guy. So,
You want to know what impressed me, Joe? When I was running around inside the venue, and then I came out to the red carpet, and there was Joe running around working that red carpet, filming everybody, doing interviews, running around the Mr. Hollywood.
Hey, look, I wanted to take advantage. It was a good place to be. I got, and I interviewed the press. And matter of fact, I still got those interviews. I haven't posted them yet. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen. So what I did was when I got there, I found all the press that was working the carpet with us, and I interviewed all of them. And it paid off for me later on in the show. So
Yeah.
we're not going to go there, but it did. All I can say is go watch it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But everybody was great, and everybody was willing to talk, and even people who were just like, I even caught some of the families on the way over there when we were still at the hotel. They were willing to talk, and they were all wanted to put. And I said, "No, you can keep your mask up. It's fine. We just want to hear what you have to say." They were all just elated. All the families I talked to were just ecstatically enjoy. That's the only way I can say it.
Yeah.
And some of them were so ecstatic I wasn't sure if they were going to make it. I mean, in a good way, some of these people are just so happy. And some of them earned it. I mean, some of them from other countries, they were here. Their son won. I mean, that's serious. And I was sitting next to them, so I was kind of like, I looked over at the mom one time. I thought she was out there for a minute. I was like, "Uh-oh, we have to do CPR."
The kid from Vietnam.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, what is his name?
And Lee.
Yeah. He was.
He was jumping, remember, up and down and jumping out of her chair, and
oh yeah, I mean, she was just excited. But I mean, everybody who was there was excited. Everybody's fit.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, and you can tell the world has changed because he's some up and young coming professionals. All of them got up on the stage. All of them did pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
One or two got a little bit. Most of them did really good. I was like, listen to these little suckers, man. They're taking their shot. Which is what I told them when I talked to them Sunday. But and they did. They were up there taking their shot, which is the way to do it.
Yeah.
You don't know how often you're going to get a chance to get on a big stage, and when you're up there, you better take care and do it right. And there was a lot of thinking going on. Elron somewhere going, damn, there's a lot of people still like me. He's probably doing, well, I'm sorry for you, reincarnation. It's okay. He's back now. Okay, don't hate on me. Just to appease y'all, because I know I'm still getting emails out the yin yang. Well, he's probably reincarnated, Joe. You know that, right? What?
Right here underneath the book cover there, you see those numbers. That's the countdown we have going on, so anybody can see when the event's going to actually happen. That's when it actually starts the broadcast.
Dun, 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 dun. Guys, y'all should watch it. I mean, it's a lot of fun, but I would tell you to watch it for the same reason I wanted to be there. These are the people who are going to be writing really good sci-fi probably over the next 10, 15, and 20 years. These are going to be probably some of the movie makers, some of the people who are going to do movies. You're going to be like, wow, for a whole list of different sci-fi movies may come out of this, or fiction, or whatever you may have it. I guarantee you some of these people each year will get something going on that you're going to see somewhere else besides here. So it's nice to know. And besides that, 10 years from now, when I'm an old man, I can say, well, I knew him. I knew her. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Went out there writing all kind of stuff.
Okay.
Our grand prize winner a couple of years ago for the Illustrator contest now is working concept artist at Netflix. So the guys definitely move on to major careers.
What do you mean, Christopher? When I'm not ever retiring. As long as I got a voice, I'm never retiring. What the hell are you talking about retiring? Yeah, when y'all can't understand what I'm saying anymore, besides my Cajun accent, then I'll retire. How's that? Okay, maybe when I'm 80, yes. Yes, that's all. I don't know what else to tell you. Retire. Get the hell out of here. Look, I'll tell you a little secret. Everybody I know that retired young died young. How's that? Everybody I know. Matter of fact, everybody I know that retired died within 5 years of retiring. So I don't know. I want to be around for a while longer. I still got other things I got to do.
Yeah,
other people harass. I'm getting ready to have some fun with the politics shows. I did one last week, but I was so bored. I was boring myself. That's bad when you do your own show and you're boring yourself. That's just pathetic. No, I was, guys. It was just a boring show. I'm just, wasn't, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I wasn't excited about it. How's that?
Was the one about you were doing about Ukraine and Russia?
Oh, yeah. Well, just the whole thing, for some reason, I just wasn't excited about it. Usually when I'm doing news, I'm all like, but, I was kind calm and peaceful and laid back, like I was doing a different kind of show. I don't know what it was, but anyway, because I know what my audience is like. What's that, Bruce? What do you mean? No, just go to writersofthefuture.com and you submit there. The rules are all right there. You can read everything. It's really easy. It's a really clean, well, smooth, well organized, well run site. Yes, it
You
is.
should sign up for the newsletter while you're there because, we also
Yes.
send out monthly like writing tips, like from the judges, or, we send out, tips that are useful to help you with your writing as well.
There you go, guys. See if they can help y'all out. Since I
That's
know
so
a
far,
lot.
that's what Mr. Hubbard created it for, was to help the aspiring writer and artist, and it's grown so much. It's almost 4 decades old now. So we've got the podcast, which you air every week now, and just on your airing shows, you air it twice, and that's almost 1 million listeners right there.
Yeah, well, last Wednesday on that show was almost, was it, what was it? It was
It
a
was over
million
1
by
million
itself.
just on
Yeah.
that one show alone. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And then it goes archive, and that fluctuates anywhere between like 220 and 600,000 listeners on the archive.
well, Google and I seem to have stabled out with that, so that seems to be working fine. And SoundCloud sometimes gets in its moods, but I'm not sure what that's about. But it's not as bad as some of the other sites. Man, some of the other more famous sites sometimes act a little more glitchier. But as long as we're out there, that's all the gold is. Michael, the only thing we charge for is the membership on YouTube, so you should go join and help support the station, keeps it on air. Besides, that's where we put all the special stuff, like the Gray Zone. Mm-hmm. That's what Michelle DeRochier and I, yes, Miss Television herself. Mm-hmm. That woman's been on TV more than some of the big famous movie stars. Y'all should. I would post her list of accomplishments, but she'd smack me. She don't like to brag. That's why I got to brag for her. She don't like. She just don't like to. I was trying to talk her into coming out. She's like, "Come on, so you need to come down, take a vacation, bring the old man," because her old man's an author. So I was like, "You got to bring him down. He's published a couple of books." I said, "You ought to bring him down. Come on down. He'd probably enjoy it. He'd probably enjoy it more than she was, because she's more like, let's go stay in a haunted hotel somewhere where the ghosts are trying to stab you to death or something." That's Michelle's taste. I'm just not being honest. She won't argue with it either. She'll tell you.
Did you get both Michelle and Amelia to come out?
Yes, I was picking on her. I was going to really push Amelia, but I think she's. Oh, never mind. I'll tell y'all after the show. And
but Michelle, you told her, because she wished me happy birthday last night.
I told her last night. I said I was going to have y'all on. It was your birthday and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, really? Let me tell him." And they're such sweetie pies, both of them. I mean, Amelia and her.
Both are such sweethearts.
Yeah, they are. Of course, I like to give them trouble, but that's my job. So, but actually, Michelle's been the producer on the network now for about 2 months and doing a pretty good job. Awesome. She's starting to learn some of the stuff I got to put up with. I was picking on her about it last night, but yeah, she's been doing a good job. And,
so now the new show's now the new show's called The Black Zone.
Yeah, she's the boss.
What you're seeing right now.
Yeah. Oh, what is that up there? What the hell's going on? Let's get that out of there.
There we go.
All right, I'll have to go find out why I did that. Why? I must have closed the screen. I must have closed something. Yeah, I closed something. Is what I did. I'll have to go find out where I closed it too. Oh no, she's something else. But no, she's been running everything, keeping these hosts under control as best she can keep, big egomaniac people under control. And so I know you aired another time this week. I'll have to go look and see where it was. But I've been noticing the archives have been doing really well for everybody. Everybody's archives are doing good. Not as good as they were 8 months ago, but still good. Everybody's free right now, so everybody's back out in the world doing their worldly thing, saying, "Oh my God, they let us back into public."
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna. It's weird. It's not weird not to wear a mask down here, because mask mandates have been going for about 6 months down here. But other places I've been where every time I go, I have to wear one. Now it's not, you don't have to. In New Orleans, anytime you went to go get something to eat, well, they wanted you to show your. Oh, well, show your damn, just to get donuts, you had to show if you had.
Yeah, that's right. That one little outdoor coffee shop down there with you.
Yeah, they wanted to see your damn mask card, your card, and but that was retarded. But anyway, they're through all of that now. So they, I'm sorry, I used it. Okay, I'm gonna say this again as politely as I can. No one I know, special needs or not, thinks they're retarded. Okay, so when I say retarded, I mean dumbass. How's that? I swear. These woke people make me start drinking. Yeah, I can see it coming, man. It's just a matter of time.
As long as you drink some carrot juice.
Yes.
Or you
Oh
can
no,
have some sparkling origin water.
that might be alien water you're drinking there. You better be careful. That might be where you get all that energy from. No, guys, Galaxy Press is okay. If you want to go get books and see stuff like that, you go to galaxypress.com. Or if you want to get the pads like I had now, you go over to galaxypress.com. No, writersofthefuture.com is where you submit, or if you want to go get in one of the courses, or sign up for the email, or things like that. Yeah. They're
And
both on the website.
on that site, on the writersofthefuture.com, because we have enter the writer contest, enter the illustrator contest, and it's got a whole section on the history of L. Ron Hubbard too, as a very popular fiction writer, and how he created the contest. But it's also got the forum, which we talked about. It's got the free online writing course. It's got the podcast, and it's got also the last 37 years worth of the volume, so you can see all the past years of the writers' events, of the winter events. Yeah, this is the next book that's coming out, and that has the 12 writer, 12 illustrator winners. Plus, it's also got a published finalist. That's why there's 25 award-winning authors and illustrators, and it's I mean, they're just amazing stories. One of the stories in there is really cool. It's sort of like a parable on the on social media, what it's done to people. And so there's a story about a book that does certain things, but he did it to kind of like parallel what you see happening in social media right now. And there's several stories where there's hard science fiction in there, there's urban fantasy, there's epic fantasy, there's all types of stories. So there's guaranteed to be something that anybody's going to like in this book. So we're very excited about it. Each year we're always excited about it because they really are the best of the best is chosen by the judges. And these are the people like Orson Scott Card, Tim Powers, Kevin Anderson, Brian Herbert, just Brandon Sanderson, Rob Sawyer. These are the top writers out there right now. And that's who these are saying are the best new writers.
Sorry, I was going through y'all's website. I was looking for something.
Yeah, so that's why the books are really good. They're guaranteed to have something for everybody. Plus, it's the best forum for the aspiring writer. I mean, for the aspiring artist, because in the front of the book, it's full color plates of the art that they illustrated for the winning stories, and nobody else does that. It's amazing. It's such beautiful art.
Yeah, and if you're a writer, you can go to writersofthefuture.com. It's like a 15-20 hour full writing course that you could take. Joe, you took that.
Yeah, so I need to take it like 3 more times.
Yeah. But it's free, and that's with Orson Scott Card, David Farland, and Tim Powers. Orson Scott Card, who wrote Ender's Game, Dave Farland, who wrote Rune Lords, and Tim Powers, probably recognized most for the final Pirates of the Caribbean.
On Stranger Tides, yeah.
Do y'all have a place on the website to get for early, so you can sign up to get early to buy it early?
Pre-orders are on Amazon at the moment. We don't have a pre-order.
Well, yeah, if you click on the homepage right there that you head up, at least if you click on that, they'll send you to the pre-order. That's a pre-order link there.
Okay, because I know I was on another one that had a place you could pre-order, but it wasn't one of y'all's. It was from somewhere else.
It's on galaxypress.com as well as Writers of the Future, but you pre-order on Galaxy Press. But we also have it up on Barnes and Noble.
Oh yeah, okay, I got it up here on Amazon. Let me stick it up here, everybody, to see right quick. Is this the one? Is that the one? Yeah, that's one. Okay. Yeah. There y'all go, because I'm going to have to pre-order some of these because I have to give some away when they come out.
And it's interesting. You'll notice too. It's like one of the things that anybody in publishing knows about. But with all the pandemic stuff happening, there's massive paper shortages now in publishing. Period, all over the world, and it's a real problem where several paper mills shut down, and so there's like. Whereas you used to be able to get paper, you could schedule it a week, 2 weeks in advance. Now it's like 6 months out to get paper. And it's way more expensive now too because of that. Yeah. So the paperback is $22.95 now, which is comparable to other paperbacks, but it's more than it used to be. And then this week the ebook will come up.
There's a ton of stories in there. It's not like you're buying one story. Trust me when I say this. I've actually been reading through them Actually, I messed up. So I started in reading like at 34 backwards, but I'm gonna stop at whereas at 32, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna go get one out and read forward.
Yeah.
I got to see what I'm missing. I think I got them all, but I'm not sure. I got to see what I'm missing because I've been ordering those little packs of fives and stuff, and then I found something online the other day. But no, people, you're not getting my personal damn books. Why y'all even ask that? Oh, Janine said to tell y'all thank you. She got one of the was it the 36 you got? Yeah, okay. Yeah, they were good. I mean, yeah, I gave a bunch of them away. I got 3 left. They're autographed. You're not getting them. And I got one of the Battlefield Earth books left. You're not getting it either. The damn people. Where's my camera? Hold on. Here y'all go. This isn't for wimpy readers anyway. All right. Where's the camera? Let's go over here. Remove this. Okay. This is not for wimpy readers. All right. Look at this damn thing. This and wait. Everybody's like, oh, is the words big? No. It's regular text. There you go. Yes, me. It's not for wimpy readers. This is a book, and you have to pay attention when you read it because by the time you get from here to here, you're gonna forget that you read up here. It's thick, but it's yeah, you can get those on galaxypress.com. Yeah, they're available.
That's right.
You can go there and get them. No, all of mine are gone. John had sent me a case, and they went bye.
Yeah.
I mean, they went bye fast. We were giving away a lot of different things. We were giving away 36 and 37. And we were giving away those, and then it got to a point where everybody was requesting what they could have. So I was like, and then because they also knew I had some of the other ones left from, I think it was, I had 2 33s, a 34, 35, and something else. I think I had 32, and they're like, well, can I have this one? Can I have that? I guess they were looking them up online and finding out which stories suit. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
But they were happy when they could get what they wanted. That's all I can tell you. But yeah, I was going to give some books away tonight. And I thought about it, but John and I scheduled this really fast. So it was one of those things. Maybe for the next one, I'll give y'all some away. We're going to be doing it like in 2 weeks, just before the gala. I don't know. You have to ask Emily about that. I don't think you can just show up. I don't think it works like that.
No, but you can watch it online for free.
That's right.
It streams live. You can go to writersofthefuture.com and you can watch the event live right there.
Yeah, people, we're trying to get these YouTube numbers up, not just for them, for us too. Our YouTube numbers are, how can I say this, pathetic. I mean, if that was the station numbers, I'd cry and quit ever broadcasting, and I'd just give it up and say I'm done. Yes, we're not going to get into why, but it's one of them things. But yeah, go over to Amazon, pre-order it. I'll probably do it sometime next day or two. I'll probably order maybe 10 of them or something, and that way I can give them away when they come out. Yeah, we'll do like a midsummer giveaway. How's that? Don't when they come out June? Is it June they come out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe we'll do a midsummer's giveaway. Yeah, or maybe I'll hold on to them to the 4th of July. Yeah, I hate like that. Mm-hmm. You just never know how I'm gonna do it. What do you mean? Can you call in? No, you cannot call in and sing happy birthday to John. No, indeed not. No, indeed not. No, that's never gonna happen. Just no. Sorry. We're not on Skype anyway. So
Thank you for the thought.
Yes, send him an email. Or I'm not giving you his email either. Oh my God, you people are weird tonight. Where? Oh, you live in LA? I'm definitely not giving you no information on him at all now. Oh, see them stalkers. You never know where they are, man. You just never know.
I got my Facebook. I'm getting a lot of really nice messages on Facebook. So it's John Goodwin ASI.
Yeah, I'm telling you, don't get on the bad side of the one sitting on the side of him over there. Okay? I'm just warning you ahead of time.
Where?
I'm just giving you a warning. I didn't say it's but no, Christopher, to answer what you said a few minutes ago, it's just go over to galaxypress.com and you can buy anything you want. And if you're interested in any way writing or any kind of artwork, just go over to writersofthefuture.com and submit it there.
Yeah.
They're all over. When I finish this page I'm putting up next weekend, all the information will be there. You can go right to our home page, but they're easy to find. Writersofthefuture.com. It's easy to remember. Galaxypress.com is easy to remember. And you can go back and forth from the two of them. So, yes, I'd pre-order it now.
Good
well,
idea.
like John was saying, I'm sorry, Emily, this John saying paper shortage, they might run out. You better be careful here. I'll just give you one. Go ahead, Emily. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying, good idea. Go pre-order now.
Yeah. And did I know we talked about before show, but did we talk about our keynote speaker on the show?
Yeah, we did, but talk about him again. People need to know.
Yeah.
It's see, I can't wait to hear him, but I like those kind of people, so that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
And Oh, and by the way, I know, guys, while I'm thinking about this, so I know this show, and I know The Centralist, I know Writers of the Future, and I know Outer Realm will all be up for podcast awards this year. So,
Mm-hmm.
look, people, I made it to round 2 yet. That's not good enough. I need to win. Okay, you know how my ego is, people. I need to win. What do you mean? I want John to win too, but I want to win. Well, John and I ain't competing against each other, so I want him to win. Oh, well, no, this isn't I'd want to win. No, that's just how it works. But really, get out there. I know a lot of y'all voted. I talked to the guy a couple of weeks later, and I know everybody did well. But, there was a lot of people voting. But we really want y'all to get out there. All the information will be up in a week or two. Y'all can't go vote until, I think it's June, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can't go vote till then anyway, but you're going to hear us talk about it a lot between now and then. We want it in your heads because when it comes time to vote, I want y'all over to vote. You can't be letting some little wimpy radio station beat us. I mean, come the hell on. Y'all are part of this network, people. You're listeners. You can't be letting some little wimpy station beat up on us. But the science shirt that beat me, I hate to say it, but they deserved to win. They were good. The girl was good. I mean, she was good. She knew her science. She had a good setup. She just did a good show. Oh no, we're gonna whoop her ass this year. I'm not gonna let her go twice. Come on now, people. Actually,
Giving your listeners into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all of them into it. Hey, look, remember, I can trace y'all back to your addresses now, so don't make me send an alligator to your house. We got a secondary background. We got a 70-inch TV coming in for a secondary background because I like using this one when it's just me chatting, but when like on the Centralist, it'll be a different background. And on Science and Beyond, sometimes it'll be this background, sometimes it'll be a science background, depending on what we're doing. And I just like this background better. It's more who I am than the other ones are, but it'll work. And guys and girls, remember, you can write to us anytime you want. You can tell us anything you want to talk about. You can request subjects on any of the types of shows we have on the network, from science to politics to God to ET to whatever we may be talking about. So don't be fast for writing. You can always get me at icarcox.net. Don't expect an answer for a couple of days, but if it's somebody more interested, well, send the information along with them. If you got the contact information, send it along with it. Always makes it easier.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank God for Folgers. Yes, Folgers. I still love you. Thank God for Folgers, man. I don't see it's not a Folgers cup because it wasn't big enough for the coffee I needed tonight. But
is that a Christmas cup?
Shh.
Love
it is. Unfortunately, it is. But wait. Hold on. Where are y'all at? Oh, my damn messenger. So wait. Stop. Okay, all y'all doing is just splitting and just zipping down. I can't even see anything. I seen something. Okay, I got you. So you want to know? Emily's in charge of everything. She's the boss, man. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. She's the boss. Even I didn't bother while she was busy. I didn't want to get smacked. Mm-mm.
No.
I go hide behind John and shit. I'm like, get the hell out of here, man. And no, it was great. You mean you want? No, I mean it was great. I mean everybody did their thing. Everybody there, everybody from Galaxy Press and from Author Services, they all had their jobs and they were all doing them. And where they needed to be is where they needed to be. I seemed like they were always where they needed to be. And there's several people over there who were working there. You know what's off, man. I mean, nonstop. I never seen John stop the whole time. I had to make him sit down to eat breakfast. Let's eat breakfast, John. He's worse than I because I was skipping lunch all the time. But I had to at least have some breakfast because bad part is I kept skipping dinner. When you're busy, you're busy. And they got a lot going on. I mean, there's a lot of people to talk to. There's a lot of people who want to talk. A lot of unexpected people that I didn't expect to meet while I was there. Like the guy from Dune, when they introduced him to him, I said, dude, you're not going to mess up Dune, right? He just looked at me like, wait, what? You're not going to mess up Dune because I know you now, man. And but I was quite impressed with it. It was good. If y'all haven't seen it, I'm not going to tell y'all about it because you may not have seen it. But you should go check out the new Dune. What he did is he did the way Dune should be made. He's not going to try to cram it into a 3-hour movie. He's going to probably do like 6 hours. So you really get to see the movie unfold the way it should. And that's all I can say about that because I don't want to ruin it for anybody. And then I got to meet the drummer from Rush. He was hilarious. And all kind of soap opera people, even though I don't really know who soap opera people are, still nice to meet them. And the lady from China, she was most interesting. The media lady, what's her name again? I never can remember her name. I'm so bad with names.
Yeah, Julia.
Yes, she was
Uh,
most interesting. Is all I can say.
Xinhua News, right?
yeah, yeah. She's with Xinhua,
Yeah,
the big
and
Chinese news agency.
so I mean, there was a lot of good people there. There was a lot of good press there. There's a lot of just kind of hidden people around that were moving around that all seemed to have an interest in what was going on. You got to remember some people when on events like these, even big names know that there may be people coming from this, and this is a good thing to watch for the future. I mean, if you own a publishing house or if you own a movie studio, you need new material just like everybody else does, just like our shows do. It's the same thing. You can't keep churning out the same thing, so you got to have new things. So a lot of people are watching. It's kind of like scouting for football or any other sport for that matter. Don't think they're not out there scouting for that. Because I noticed a couple of people who were asking questions that didn't seem to be really related to anything that we were doing. I was like, oh yeah. Anytime I'd ask them who they were, they go talk to somebody else. So I don't know who they were. Sneaky SOBs. But really, they were probably just talking to people to be chit chatting. Everybody was nice though. Yes, I posted pictures of it. People, what are you talking about? You don't see me get out the limousine? Come on, y'all can't miss that picture. Jesus. Shame on y'all. I know. I got all kind of comments about that damn thing. No, actually, there's lots of pictures up there. Emily's in a fantastic. Everybody was dressed very nice.
I still haven't seen that photo, Joe.
Oh, I'm gonna send it to you. Oh, the one where you're sitting all relaxed at the thing. Yeah, I got that one. I didn't want to post that one without your permission. I mean, it's not a bad photo or anything. I mean, you look really good. It's just you're just sitting there, kind of relaxed. Well, I got a lot of pictures of a lot of people that didn't know they got their picture taken, and I don't like posting those without their permission. It's just some people don't like their face being shown certain ways, or some people just don't like their face being shown at all. So sometime by next weekend, everything's going to be up on the sites, and I'm just going to tell anybody who wants to go look, and then if they don't like something, they can just tell me. I won't publish until after everybody had a day or two to look at it. I just want to get it published before this one starts, so people can kind of take a look at last year. It's kind of like a gallery, is what it is, really. But I got I don't know, I got a lot of damn pictures. There's a lot of them to go through, at least 200-300. There's about 100 I can already eliminate already. And then I got the crazy woman with the camera. I got her several times. We're not going to mention her name. Mm-hmm. This crazy woman with the camera. You should know who you are. But anyway, and I got a couple of people, like I said, caught them off guard, not paying attention when they were doing stuff. Wait, I can't remember her name, but she put me to work. I got her several times, not paying attention. Yeah, Sarah. Yes, Sarah. I got a couple of good ones, Sarah. I have to tell you, I have a good one, Sarah, looking at somebody else. Yeah, but we're not gonna say nothing about that. She's a sweetheart, by the way.
Yeah, she is.
She is an absolute sweetie pie. See, I'd have been pulling my curly hair out now. She was just going on, man. I was just sitting there minding my own. You want to go to work? I'm like, yeah, okay. I guess, sure. I said, just tell me what to do. I don't mind. But everybody there was working hard. Everybody's going together. And when they were signing people at the signing, this was hilarious because they're all these winners are sitting there signing autographs and judges are signing. They're putting them in the new books. And they got a lot of, how many books was it? It's like 500 or something. There's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so they got these books all traveling around this thing, and they're signing away. And a lot of them are pros. Like, some of them are like, okay, they be slowing up the line. People be slowing up the line.
Yeah, it happens every time.
Yeah, but it was great to watch, and it really was. And everybody was excited.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's I liked when they went to see their artwork. I was quite surprised because I can understand in y'all's point of view because you never know how a writer is going to react to someone else's artwork or their book. So but everybody's face was just kind of like, oh yeah, I like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to do 12 out of 12, man. I mean, that's not an easy thing to do.
It's a really special part of the week when everybody's out here because you have the two different contests. You have a writer contest, you have an illustrator contest. And so when they come out here, there's two different tracks running for these workshops. You have the writer workshop, you have the illustrator workshop in two separate places in the venue. And at one point, in the middle of the week, the illustrators had already, done art for each of the winning stories. So they got paired up, but they had never met each other. And they don't know, they don't know what their art looks like, even the writers. So we do this big art reveal, and all the artwork is on easels, and the illustrators are in the room, and then the writers come in, and then they have to like go and find the art that goes with their story, and they find it always immediately because obviously the illustrators to win are very talented, and then you know it's just really sweet. Some of them start crying and they're hugging and they're all like, you know, it's very an emotional thing because you know this writer had somebody else interpret their story and put that, you know, bring it to life with their art, and so it's just a really really special, really awesome part of the week.
It is. I actually quite enjoyed that. It was just a moving thing to watch. I got to be honest with you. It's y'all see. There's lots of pictures of it. I took I don't know, like at least 100, 150 pictures of that. So y'all see it pretty soon, and everybody can go look and see. But it was interesting. Not just as I got lots of their faces up close when they were talking, just like I did at the gala. I got lots of their faces up close while they were talking, and you know, and you can. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I know most of y'all are old enough to know that you can really tell when somebody's faking something and when somebody's not. I didn't feel or sense the whole time I was there that anybody was faking what they felt about it. Now, I was lucky. I didn't talk about anybody that had any disgruntlement or anything else, but they were all happy to be there. Some of them were quite surprised by some of the work they were doing, but they were all happy to be there. And a little secret, shh, John and Emily, y'all close y'all's ears. Um, the last night, I took a few of them, got them a couple of drinks, and we talked. Okay, well, shh. Anyway, we had a few drinks, a couple of bottles of booze, anyway, and so they loosened up. You know how people are when they drink, you know. There's 8 or 10 of us up there talking, and I even buzzed. They were just quite happy. The only thing that surprised me is when the one guy said he wanted to ask his girlfriend to marry him on stage, and I looked up at him, and me and Tom both looked at him like, you know, Emily would have killed you, right? It would have been shooting chop. I was like a high heel would have come flying from the audience, dude.
That definitely would have been a first.
Yeah, I said, I don't know. That might not have been a good thing to do. But other than that, I mean, they still, you know, everybody seemed to be really happy. I mean, they were all happy. They were happy and sad that it was over with, you know, because it was a lot of work for them as well. And they were sad. And all of them told me the same thing. They were going to keep in touch with everybody else. And when I was talking with some of the judges, I had asked them if they kept in touch with some of the people from past, and they told me yes. So I was quite impressed by that, by the way. Because, you know, a lot of times you say, oh, I met somebody. Okay, that's enough of that. I don't want to talk to them anymore.
Some of the judges, like Kevin J. Anderson, has his own publishing house, and he publishes some of the winners from there. So
it's a good way to go because I know a lot of them are talented. I mean, and they all, even the older ones, seem to have that fire to want to get something out there. You know? So I was like, yeah. What do you mean? Is John a publisher? Not? Oh, you mean a writer or a publisher? He's a publisher. He's not. Or you asked me if he's a writer or a publisher. Which one? A writer. John, are you a writer?
I write publicity stuff. I don't write books. Or short stories. But I write a lot of press releases. I do a press release and write the blogs and articles.
He does the important stuff so you can make some money on your book. That's what he's telling y'all. No, I'm not a writer. No, what you got to be kidding me, right? No. No, Emily's trying to make me into one, but between her and John, they're trying to sneak me into writing something. But I don't know if it's going to happen or not. But, well, you know, somewhere over there, sitting next to me is one of those small notebooks. It's about yay thick, and it's got the outline of 3 books in it. And thanks to them talking me into taking the course, I do understand filler much better than I did 2 years ago. So that does help me some. But there's still things I need to work on. But eventually it'll get out there. One of them's going to be a documentary anyway, so I'm not going to submit them to that. If somebody wants to read that, that's just for people that are doing the research that I'm doing. Yes, documentaries are for a select group of people. These books are not. I mean, so what? How many genres we breach here?
Well, here it's sci-fi, fantasy, anything really speculative fiction. There's some, you know, there's dark fantasy, there's some light horror, so anything speculative fiction.
Yes, don't send them nothing disgusting. I'm not talking about those kind of books. I'm talking about just, you know, blood and gore and nothing else. No, it's not going to make it. I'm going to tell you that. I talked to enough judges to know that that's just not going to float.
Yeah, if it's just like a complete hack fest or like an erotica, it's not going to make it through because some of these books are in schools.
Yeah, and they just got great stories. Well, no, I wouldn't. I would say PG-17. How's that? And they could be lifted up to that if they were made into movies or in a different type of publishing. But yeah, no, I would say from what I've read, and I haven't read all of them by any means, But from what I read, I'd say PG-17. Yes, that's what I would say. Well, look, if you can't write and tell a good story without having to use the F word or the C word or the B word every 5 seconds, come on. The same thing we do in radio. You don't hear me curse very often. I mean, very rarely do I curse on air. And it should be that when you're telling any story, any book, you don't need all of that. You don't need the blood, gore, and the guts falling out the head and the guts, and you don't need the cursing all the time. You don't need the TNA all the time, not to have a good book. The matter of fact, the only TV series I can think of that I ever stayed and watched for more than 5 minutes that had a bunch of TNA was Altered Carbon. Other than that, as soon as I see it, if I turn on a movie and the first thing I see is what's popping out or somebody's ass showing, that's it. It's off. I'm moving on to something else. I'm just being honest. I mean, if that's what you got to get me attention to watch a show, I'm not watching it. I need more. Come on,
Yeah.
guys. I'm from New Orleans. That's nothing. We see that all the time down here. I mean, Mardi Gras just ended. That's not. Yeah, maybe for you people up north that wear clothes all the time, but down here in the summertime, nobody wears any clothes. Down here, come on. We don't. So we need more. We need storytelling. We need good stuff, and a lot of these are really good stories. I finally sat down and read the Sixers the other day. I got to go back and read it because I don't know if I was dazed. I got to the end. I'm like, obviously I missed something, so I got to go back and reread it. But I'm gonna do it this weekend. I'm gonna put it up while I'm gonna put it next to me while I'm doing some stuff and read it. But well, I liked her. I mean, she did a she did a really good interview, by the way. Mm-hmm. But being a police officer gave her a little heads up on people, more confidence that way. I'm not scared. No, really, John's 36. People. No, he dyed his hair a little gray to make me look younger, which I really appreciate. No, I'm serious. Oh, yeah, we'll get out of here. We don't care what y'all think. Go on. And well, that's okay. People tell me I'm anywhere from 39 to 89, so y'all can all bite some. That's all I can tell y'all. Depends what day you see me.
39 to 89.
Oh yeah, I get. Well, a couple weeks ago, it was all like Grizzly Adams. It was all totally white, and they're like, somebody wrote to me, how many hundreds of years old are you? I was like, yeah, whatever. So it's just what happens when I got to put up with you crazy people all the time. No, the aliens do that, people. Yes, I can't help it. That's what they want. No. Be sure to tune in. Look, it's definitely going to be on writersthefuture.com. Okay.
Yes.
But we're going to try to stream it out as well. So I'll make all the information and pertinent available ahead of time. I'm bringing dual laptops with me, a couple extra mics, but I'm probably just going to plug into their stream either however they're going from somewhere. I'm going to grab it probably off their YouTube page and just send it out all to the rest of y'all. I'll stream it out through StreamYard, and then StreamYard will send it out to the rest of the radio network. And that way everybody can listen to it. Well, we want y'all to listen to it. We want people to get involved in this. I mean, L. Ron Hubbard left this for y'all. He didn't leave it for me. He's not giving me no money. He left it for y'all. And this is volume 38, right?
38, yeah.
So this is 38 years of his money doing this. So this man sat down one day for some reason and said, you know what? I'm going to help out all these upcoming writers and upcoming artists to help them make it. For what? He didn't have to do it. It's not like a tax write-off. He was gone. He passed away. It's not like, what's he getting from it now? Because somebody was being smart and said, well, he must have got something from it. Well, unless he's getting numbers in heaven, I don't see how it's helping him any. Yes, he did it for y'all. He didn't do it for him. He didn't do it for John and Emily. He didn't do it for me. He did it for y'all. So take advantage of it. I tell people all the time when something's given to you that's good, take advantage of it because sometimes things don't come around that often. And you mean, yeah, I know what you're talking about, the where you draw the funny little mouse thing and you submit it. Yes, one of my friends won that. I have no idea what that was. You know what contest that was?
No.
It was on cereal boxes and on backs of magazines. Yes, because a friend of mine. Yeah. Sometimes it would be different things, but it was a little mouse, and it had like big ears. It was, I don't know, it was a little comic looking thing, but yeah, you drew it and you'd submit it. You could win the contest. I honestly don't know who that was. I have no idea. I mean, we're talking like 30 years ago. At least I don't think I've seen it in that long.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 20, but yes, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah. Well, my middle daughter went to school for art. Everybody in my family can draw, but none of them will do it. She was going to do it professionally for a living, but then for some reason she changed her mind and got into real estate. I guess maybe there's more money in it or something. I have no idea. But all of them could. Even my stepson can draw. My son can write, and my stepson can draw. Yeah, he's quite good, but I try to get him to submit stuff too. He just looks at me like I'm crazy. I said, "What are you scared of? Someone's going to fly down from Los Angeles and bite your ass or something?" I mean, really? Come on. That's the only thing, when I was speaking at the college last week, one of the things that bothered me when I was talking to these students was is they seem to have this weird fear of submitting things. So I've decided I'm going to take this as a public thing this year, and I'm going to start going and speaking a lot of different places because I don't quite understand this. And I see this with my own friends and family. I mean, you wrote it, you drew it, submit it. If everybody you know tells you it's good, submit it. What's the worst thing that can happen? Oh, thank you. Thank you for submitting it.
Yeah.
I can tell you personally, and I give you my word that if you submit it to Writers of the Future and they don't like it, they're not going to be mean, they're not going to be harsh. They're going to say thank you and submit again.
That's right.
And that's it. And it's not going to be anything else. Like now, if they see something they like, they might call you and or give you something else. But keep submitting.
But also, if you submit and you get up to a certain level, like, because you can get an honorable mention, or if you get up to like a silver honorable mention status, then, or a semifinalist, then one of the judges will write a critique for your story so that you can, you'll get better. You might win the next time.
Yeah, see, look, people. I mean, it's the way to go. But that's what bothered me because I'm sitting there speaking. There was about 400 people in this room, and I'm talking to them, and they're all between ages 18 and say 26. We've got freshmen through seniors in there. And I asked them about submitting. I said, if any of y'all feel funny about submitting, put your hand. Like half the class did. I mean, half the room did. I was like, and I just looked out there for 5 minutes because this was actually a lecture I was actually giving on how to deal with press. And I mean, for some reason, I've been getting booked for that a lot this year, which is weird. Because I didn't even send a copy of the one I did for y'all, so I'm kind of weirding out about it a little bit. But so I'm talking to them about it, and I'm like, well, why would you be scared to submit? Well, they might get my information. And I said, well, you want them to have your information because if you win, they got to contact you. I said, submit. I said, what you really fear is rejection. I said, look, people, that's life. There's going to be rejection in life. Rejection makes you stronger. Rejection makes you better. Don't take it for anything else other than that. And by sending it to them, at least you're sending it to people who are going to be honest with you, review it in an honest way, and send it back to you. If they don't like it, they'll just say, hey, thank you, submit again. Or like Emily just said, you might get an honorable mention, or you might pique one of their writers or illustrators' minds, and they might contact you. But, if you don't try, you're never going to get it. And then when you get to be my age, you'll be wishing that you did it.
Yeah.
And you can still do it at my age, by the way, but still, you're going to be wishing that you did it at a much younger age, especially if you're any good at it.
Yeah. One of our writer winners last year was 67.
Yeah. And him and I had a nice long conversation. He was there the night of the party anyway. He was sitting right next to me. Matter of fact, I got to find his contact information. I wanted to talk to him about something else, but there's just people, you got to submit. That's all you got to do. And send John money. You want to send him something for his birthday? Send him money. Yeah, $500,000. I want 10%, by the way, but yeah, send him $500,000. He'll be real happy. He'll make you his best buddy after that. No, I'm just teasing people. Any good questions besides some of these goofy ones I've seen go by? Yeah, that's the ones. When you hear me say power couple, that's the two I'm talking about. Them two right there. Yeah, I do it all the time. Oh yeah, I was on what is it? KGAR, whatever it was up there in Chicago. Yeah, I said, yeah, you got to meet these people. They're great. And the host, I said, yeah, they're the power couple. And they had a picture of y'all up on the site. I guess they pulled it up. He said, really? I said, yeah, they run everything. They take good care of y'all. We talked about y'all for about a half hour. Your ears should have been burning like you wouldn't believe.
Awesome. Thank you.
But it was all good stuff. But
yeah.
Well, no, because okay, let's clarify. So I see what you said, Kimmy. No, so when I'm doing stuff, like when I'm doing stuff for the press, I bring them up a lot because I do press with them a lot. So they're a good example of how to deal with it. It's a good example of how to talk to people about what you should expect if you're up and coming artist and up and coming writer when you're dealing with the press, because press or what. Yes, I'm not going to deny it. I mean, I can be myself when I want to be, but sometimes it's hard to deal with press when you don't know what to deal with. So that's just one of the things that people need to talk about.
On our podcast, on the Writers Feature podcast, I did 3 different interviews on media, you being one of them. And it's important that people know, how do you talk to press? How do you deal with it? What do you do? How do you prepare for it? Do's and don'ts, What are your rights? That's important to have. So that's one of the things that we went over multiple times. So,
Clara said I wouldn't understand. I've never been. Let me tell you something, Clara. The first radio show I ever did, I was nervous as you wouldn't believe. You couldn't tell on air, but I was. If you was in my house, you'd have known. It was like a dozen people. This is my first show. I was so nervous. I was dropping shit, knocking stuff over. It was bad. Yes, it was sad. As a matter of fact, I had two of my hosts from two of my friends there with champagne waiting for the first show to end. I was a wreck. And thank God the guy was a you know what, because he got me fired up. So I forgot I was a wreck halfway through the show. But no, I was my first 5 or 6 shows. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie about it. It's like when somebody tells you they're being shot at and they're not scared. Well, if you're an idiot, then you should always be. I mean, if you can't admit it in fear, you're gonna have a lot of problems in life. Oh yes, it made me a nervous wreck. It does it now. Oh no, I can stand on stage in front of 1 million people. It doesn't make me nervous now. No, I've done it for 25 years. No, it doesn't make me nervous. No, I do TV from time to time. It doesn't make me nervous. TV, you don't have to worry about it anyway, because the way they do, unless you're doing live TV, they spend like 5 hours with you and use like 10 minutes.
That's
Yes, that's how it works. You're lucky if they use 10, sometimes 5. I've been on Ancient Aliens like 3 times, and I don't think I've got more than 4 minutes on any episode. No, I'm not kidding you. No, you can go look for yourself. Yes, it's funny. It's just the way they do it. Live's a little bit different, but even that wouldn't make me nervous. All they'd have to do is tell me what the parameters was, what I could say and couldn't say, and I'm good to go. What Emily get up there in front of a whole Super Bowl audience and talk like nothing. She's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I'm bad. I am. John would be there. John would have no problem with it. Because sometimes when you're just a professional, it just works out that way. It's just part of your job. You got to do it, and then you do it. Yes. Well, if it's put this in perspective, I got one of my hosts been a little depressed lately, a little tired lately, a little upset. You couldn't tell when he got on air. Oh no, as far as when you hear him on air, you think he's the beast man, but in real life he's not. But when you're on, you're on. It's part of what you do. Yes. Hell, I had COVID and I was on air. Yeah, I shouldn't have got on there because everybody's trying to figure out what the hell I was saying. But it's bad enough I got this accent now. I can only imagine them poor people. But anyway, for ones that hung around and stayed listening, I appreciate it. We got about 5 more minutes, guys. Any more questions? No, we're only doing an hour tonight. We're right up on it. Oh, actually, we're actually over 2 minutes. So we're going to take a couple more questions when we get out of here. Let's see, Bruce, where are you writing in from? Brucey. You're writing in from Cleveland, Ohio. Well, hey, Bruce, how you doing up there in Cleveland, Ohio? I've been to Cleveland. I can't say I remember much about it, but I've been there. I could answer this, but I'm going to let them answer it. So they want to know what the process is. You submit. If you win, what happens after that? We've talked about this, but I'll let them tell y'all.
Well, in a nutshell, you submit your story. It goes to the judges. Your name comes off, and they just get to sign a number. It goes to the judges. Let's say you're a winner for that quarter. Then there's 3 winners every quarter. So at the end of the year, there will be 12 winners for the year. Those are the 12 winners that are published in the annual anthology, all the first, second, third place winners. And they will all be flown out to Hollywood for a week-long workshop. So whether you're the writer and on the art side, there's 3 winning artists. And so at the end of the year, there's actually 24 people that get flown out to Hollywood, 12 artists, 12 writers, 12 illustrators. And they do a week-long workshop. And at the end of the week, there's a big awards gala event, red carpet, the whole deal, stream live. And they all go on stage and get their trophies. And then there's a grand prize winner. All the winners themselves get awards prize money for their quarterly submission. So it'd be anywhere between $500 to $1,000. And then the grand prize winner would get additional $5,000, and you get a really nice trophy, and you get the art for your story, and there you go, and you get published. And then we send you out on book signing tours and media tours and help you launch your career as best we can.
That's right. You find out when you're a winner. Each quarter, the contest director will call the winners and just inform you. So once it's been announced or once it's been determined, you'll get a phone call. Make sure you know about it. You're all fine on it. Then it gets announced publicly. A press release goes out. And that happens every quarter.
So y'all know what's going on. Now, the big winner don't know until the night, right? They don't know who's the big winner. They don't know. They're all running around just like everybody else. Nobody knows who the big winner is until the night of.
Judges don't know either.
So
it's
April 8th is the next event. April 8th at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So you can see that at writersofthefuture.com. And writersofthefuture.com is also where you can submit your story and buy the book.
yeah. So y'all can get out there. Yeah, I would do it early this year, particularly since there seems to be a lot of shortages of everything right now. Plus, delivery times on a lot of stuff seem to be much higher than usual. So you might want to do it. Besides, if they arrest all them truckers in D.C., nobody might get any books. So no, Canada's good now. But I really would. All joking aside, I would submit early because there are a lot of stuff going on that may take a little bit longer than normal. I know still some of the stuff I order I get in 2 days, and some stuff I should get in 2 days seems to take 2 or 3 weeks. So it just depends what it is. And Denise, yes, I will order some. Probably I'll probably order them in the next day or two, and that way I'll have them when they're released, and then we'll give them out. Yes, we'll probably spend a couple of weeks, give a couple out each weekend or something, or maybe I'll give them out on a gray zone. Or maybe I'll get them on a gray zone for members only. This could be a problem for some of y'all. I can see this coming
Sign up
already.
quick.
That's right. Sign up to be a member. And well, there's 3 levels of membership. Y'all go. They're all different prices, so you can go look at them and see how you want to help out yourself, and do it that way. And what we got? One more question. Where are you at? Oh, Christopher Morris from where? I see Alaska, but for some reason I can't make out the home city. Well, anyway, hi up there in frozen tundra land, Alaska. What you have for us? So, do I have to pay for myself if I win? Do I have to get my own airfare, my own hotel, and my own food?
No. The contest, Mr. Hubbard, part of what he did in his endowment for the contest was make sure that the flights are covered, the hotel's covered. Not every meal, but there's a big barbecue which the contest provides, and obviously the big gala. There was a big sit-down dinner before the gala award ceremony, and
it was good too. That's all I'm saying.
and we also because not everybody is already established as an author or having had a business to have money. So sometimes we've experienced that winners have come and they're literally poor, starving artists. So we'll have in our hospitality suite that we have, we'll stock up snacks, and so that winners who can't afford meals and stuff can come up there and get snacks, protein bars, chips, drinks, coffee. So we make sure that people aren't starving while they're at this luxury Michelin hotel type thing.
No. They do take good care of you other there, guys. And well, to be honest, I didn't eat that much while I was there. I probably lost 4 or 5 pounds while I was there, which I needed to do anyway. But it's not that I would have ate. I was just nonstop running around. Mm-hmm. I'd get busy and then I'd forget. And then somebody say, "Have you eaten?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, no, I haven't." And I'm used to living in New Orleans where you can get anything to eat anytime you want, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's not quite like that out in LA. It's a little different, but still. I do. I got 2 friends that come see me while I'm there. They might even come help me work a little press. And I haven't seen them in a while, but I'm looking forward to seeing them both. No, I'm not going to say their names on air because they're from Los Angeles. No, that's where they live anyway. Mm-hmm. No, we're going to get out of here. Anything else? Anybody else? Amazon, just go to Amazon.com.
Yeah, Writers of the Future, volume 38.
Yeah, 38. That's all you got to do. You know what I'll do? I'll see if I can include this link into the archive. When I go on the other computer in a little while, when I go to post this archive, I'll include the link in the archive.
Awesome.
Then that way y'all can just click it out. Any of the archives, it'll be on all of them. And once it's put out to one, it's put out to all of them. But anyway, I mean, all these authors are winners. I mean, all these people are great. Yes, they fly you out there. I know, huh? I know. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. And you know how much air fuel costs right now? Holy manoli. They might have to put y'all on a tail or something. I'm just teasing. I get some stupid stuff they write to me. But we got to go, guys and girls. They got things they got to do. It's still early out there in LA. It's only about 8:30 out there. They can go party and go do some dancing.
No, we can
cha-cha.
We're finishing the submission for the event. She's got to finish assembling everything.
Yes, this one over here, she's a workaholic. I mean, John is too. I don't want to take nothing away from John because he's a workaholic too. But I think Emily works more than both of us put together. Jesus. It's and look, guys, y'all know I never stop. I can't help myself. I was telling John about it the other day. It's nonstop, nonstop, nonstop. Uh, Denise Rutherford. Where do I know that name from? Miami. Your name sounds really familiar. I can't see your picture, but your name sounds really familiar. Oh, you mean the family? I don't do y'all. The family flies herself out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the
that's what.
family can come and they're all invited to the event as well.
And it's very
Yes,
common for family to come and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
yes, they get to come eat and stuff and watch their kids get up on the big stage. I mean, you can always watch it from home. And like I said, we will be posting the links for that readily pretty soon. We'll start getting all that information up so y'all can find us. And then probably the day before, the day of, we'll post all the live links across all the places and y'all can just tune in that way. Well, we want a lot of people to watch. We want y'all to get more familiar with it. It needs to become a big event, a big, huge event down there because y'all need to be more aware of this. Because look, these are people who can change the entertainment. Let's be honest, people. We've just had 2 years of COVID, and we have watched everything worth watching on television. There's nothing else left to watch. I'm just being honest. There's nothing else I want to watch. So I need some new stuff, and I need some new writers out there, some new artists. People get minds going, imaginations get going. And one of the conversations before I go, one of the conversations I had with almost all these artists, I mean, all the writers is that they feel like writing was pigeonholed, that we keep remaking this and remaking that, and the stories are so similar. And they said they felt like that. And they all actually told me the same thing, is they tried to write away from that. But that was so nice to hear that they're trying to move away from all that same old stuff and actually use some imagination. Oh, my God. Anyway, on that note, we got to get out. Anything y'all want to tell me before we roll out of here?
yeah, and just what you just said right there. There's the L. Ron Hubbard article in there in volume 38 called "Booze and Taboos." Talks about that exact thing about breaking the stereotype of what people make you want to make you have to write for either books or for Hollywood. So it's really, he wrote that in 1936. There he was lobbying to knock out the female stereotype, the damsel in distress. And we need some like tough chicks. I mean, he was lobbying for that in 1936.
Yes, I have noticed a changement, like in, well, I don't want to get into these two because we got to go, but Discovery is a little weird. They're trying to really bring in some really strong role models, female. So is DC's Legend Tomorrow. They're trying to do it as well.
Yeah.
But sometimes they get a little carried away.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get into it why, people, because we got to go, and maybe I'll do a show. I think Jeffrey's going to do a show on that in the future. I really got to get you on Jeffrey's show because he does probably 3 times the amount of authors that I do. So his audience is definitely, and they know I'm sci-fi, but these guys make me look sad. I'm just saying, they made me like they're big Warcraft fans and all kind of crazies over there. But anyway, guys and girls, we're going to get out of here. I want to thank John and Emily for coming in. John, happy birthday again.
Thank you very much, Joe.
Yes, y'all should go. Somebody should go stand over his house and drop confetti on his head.
Oh.
Really, people, y'all should be nice. Come on, world's a bad place. Y'all need to be nice. On that note, we got to get out of here. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to Science Beyond. Don't forget, we will be up for an award this year, so get your asses over there and vote. Don't make me start cursing on you people. I mean it. Get out there and vote. I tell you what. No, we'll talk about that on another show. We got to go. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in to Science and Beyond and United Public Radio. I hope everyone has a fabulous weekend, even though I know it's going to be cold. So for everybody at East Coast, be safe. It's going to be cold and nasty this weekend, so stay safe. For everybody down south, I know we're going to be in the 30s tomorrow, so be careful. On that note, good night and stay tuned for Quantum Leap.